Hi, everyone, and welcome. We know now we are in a very special time. We are kind of a day and a half before Sukkot. Sukkot, we know, is a very special time, cosmic-wise, right? It's a time that we receive in all the blessings since Rosh Hashanah, the preparation of Elul, then Rosh Hashanah. Then we have Yom Kippur, removing all of the negativities, the judgments. And now we're preparing ourselves to all of the light of chasadim, light of mercy, that we want to consume to our life. It's all of the surrounding light. You know, how much surrounding light I want to have in order for me to increase my vessel next year, because the surrounding light, it's what pushing us to create a change. You know, the funniest thing is like, that, you know, we're working so hard in the holidays and we're consuming, let's say, so much surrounding light. And then during the year, when this surrounding light pushes us to change, we don't like it. But we forgot that, just a second, but I work so hard in the holidays. I ask for this surrounding light and I work so hard for like in the days of Sukkot. And now when the time come that I need to change and to expand my vessel, I don't like it, you know, and then I complain why it's happened to me, why I've been put so much. But we need to remind ourselves, you know, in order for us to receive more, we need to change our vessel. It means we need to have more capacity, to prepare more room to receive that of the Creator. So if I will continue with the same vessel, okay, so this is what I have. But in order for me to expand my vessel, I want to have more surrounding light that will push me to change. And when I'm changing, that surrounding light become the inner light, right? There is the inner light that I earned already. And there is a surrounding light that push me and remind me that I need to change, okay? So, and also it's coming from a place of mercy. That's what we call light of mercy. It comes from different point of view of the Sukkot, and we're not going to through the whole expansion right now, but the energy, that light of mercy, you know, because again, represent the energy of water, energy of sensitivity, but also water can be dangerous, right? So it's depend which type of energy we would like to use during the year. But the light that reveal into our vessel, this light of mercy, it's actually come to help us, to support us. And also we know we're not doing this work just for ourselves. This is the time to share. So first of all, I want to remind myself that in the Sukkah, I want to have the consciousness of sharing. If I'm coming to the Sukkah and I'm thinking about myself, my connections, and doing my meditations, and this is my chair, or this is my stuff, and just me, what I'm doing actually, I'm not sharing. The whole point of the Sukkah, it's light of mercy, it's the energy of sharing. So if I'm not connecting with the same energy that's been revealed, I'm disconnecting myself from the energy of the Sukkah. Okay? Just to keep in mind, you know, the same way we're saying in Passover, before you put the wine for yourself, put it, you know, to your friend. This is why we pour in the wine one to each other, right? Act of sharing. I don't want to think about myself in that time that I'm planting seeds, spiritual seeds for the entire year. So also in Sukkot, we actually, after we receive all those lights, now it's to receive more light of mercy and to share the light with the 70 nations. So it's not just when we read in the Torah and meditate for the nations, it's all of the 7 days of Sukkot while I'm in the Sukkah, and also while I'm out of the Sukkah, because this is the energy of the universe. But in the Sukkah, it's more important because this is the antenna that transmitting the energy to the entire world. I want to make sure that my thoughts will be in the right place, in the mode of sharing. Even though you sit in and read in Zohar or doing your connections, but still, I want to be in a consciousness of sharing. I don't want to think about myself. Yes, you can pray for things that you need and to change and to help you on your spiritual levels and to expand your vessels, but I want to make sure to be sensitive enough that I'm right now sitting in this huge antenna of light, because I want to share. I want to be a channel like the Sukkah, a channel to share this light with the world. And when we know, when more people will receive those lights and they will feel it in their heart will open, and they want to support and do this work and to help us, because we need more souls, more people to help us to do that job and to get the job done, right? So one of the things that we like to share, very powerful, from Ohev Israel, is something very powerful. He reminding us. He says, Kodem bi'at Adam la'olam, before the person came to this world, before the person born, mashbi'in oto hevei tzaddik ve'al tehi rasha. They making him to swear that he will be a righteous person and not a wicked one, like not to think about himself. ואפילו כל העולם כולו אומרים עליך צדיק, and even though the whole world will say you are a righteous person, you, in your eyes, you need to think you're not a righteous person. In your eyes, you need to be, oh, I still have desire to receive oneself alone. I still need, those people, they don't know what they're talking about. I still have desire to receive oneself alone, and still I need to change. I need to work on myself, because, you know, a righteous person, he doesn't think about himself that he's righteous. The more he climbs the spiritual levels, he feels and he knows how much need to be done. So even though, and sometimes, you know, people giving us a lot of compliments, right? Such it's nice, but if I'm just taking the compliment and stay with the compliment, actually what can happen, I can stuck myself in that level, because I feel, oh, wow, I'm doing the right thing. So, you know, I'm good. And then that's it. So I'm telling me, okay, don't push yourself. You're good. You're okay. And from that point, the person can start to go down. This is what the Kabbalah is saying. Remember what you swore in the upper world. So if you think about yourself, you're righteous, or you're doing your job, what will happen? You can connect yourself more with the desire to receive oneself alone. So he's saying, even though everyone will tell you that you are righteous, in your eyes, you need to still feel and know that you still have desire to receive oneself alone, and still you need to change. He says, you know, it's sounds like very hard, that swear, because we know there are matters that related with our heart. ועוד המעשה הטוב וההנאה אשר יוצא מזה לכל העולם, במה שמחזיק אף על גב לרשע נגד כל העולם, right? He says, so when a person, he's taking any action and he is thinking about the world, there is a lot of pleasure and joy revealed to the universe. But in the opposite, when a person is thinking about himself, he created more negativity for himself and for the world. ונכון לומר כוונתם על דרך זה, הנה גבי אליהו במעשה הצרפתי כתיב, מה לך כי באת אליי להזכיר את עווני וכולי, ופרשו חז"ל, and the righteous they saying, שכוונתה בדברי האלה שעד עכשיו היו שוקלין מעשי ומעשה בני עירי, והיו מעשה טובים וכולי. You know, it was a question, and when Eliyahu came, and he says it was with the action of the French one, and she's saying, you know, till now they was considering and checking the actions of the people that live in my town, if their actions are good. וכולי. נמצא אדם שהוא צדיק ומחייב את העולם, and if you find one person that is righteous, so he give that energy to the entire world. מחייב את העולם על ידי צדקתו מחמת שהם חשובים נגדו כרשעים. Because when a person is elevating himself to a level of righteoushood, so the rest somehow they below, so they consider to be, we desire to receive oneself alone. So he added more light. You know what? One of the things the Zohar says, each one of us will receive a gift. We receive that gift to elevate people, to elevate souls. If you smart, you need to help people that they're not so smart. If you have money, you need to people that don't have much money. If you, whatever gift you receive from the Creator, you should lift other people around you and support them. So he's saying here, so when we looking about the person that he is righteous, one of his works, right? Because if he elevate himself, so the rest they consider to be like wicked ones, like have desire to receive oneself alone. לכן משביעים אותו דאף שיהיה צדיק בעיני כל העולם, באמת יהיה בעיני עצמו רשע. And then this is why they swear in us when we're in the upper world, even though you above everyone, still, and everyone said, oh, this guy is righteous, wow, look what he's doing. Even though it's true, they saying in your eyes, you need to think that you still have desire to receive oneself alone. You know, we can't let the opponent to make us believe to what he's saying, and then we can fall. Then again, like we said before, we're going to stuck in that level. כדי שלא יבוא לעולם חוב על ידו, because if not, he will add, sorry, instead of positivity, he will add more negativity to the world. Sorry, there's some, they fixed the air conditioner here and there's some dust. Breathing some dust here, sorry. So he says, והעיקר צריך אדם לעבוד את בוראו יתברך, and the main thing that the person should have in his mind, that the main reason everything that we are doing, it's to do the work of the Creator. Everything that we are doing, doesn't matter what is my job, my profession, whatever we are doing, we need to keep in mind, I'm doing the work of the Creator. We talked about a few times about the thoughts of creation. But the main reason why we came here, if we want to remember Kabbalah 1, we came here because we asked from the light, I want to be like you. So it means what I'm doing is the work of the Creator. When I have this thought, I'm cleaving myself with the Creator. שיהיה עבור כל ישראל ולא עבור עצמו. And the thought need to be that the work that we are doing is for the entire Israelite, not just for myself. Everything that we are doing, it's for the entire Israelite, not just for myself. דאז הורחב לאחרים בצדקתו. Then we sharing this light with others, with our righteoushood, whatever that gift we receive, whatever that level of energy we received. אבל אם כוונתו בעבודה שלו לשמו יתברך, but if the person is doing his spiritual work, but not from the right intention as we mentioned, so not for the Creator, he's doing just for himself, בשם כל ישראל, אז הוא מחה את כל העולם כולו לרכב זכות, וזהו משמעותו שיהנו. So he says, oh, sorry, the opposite. But if he's doing his spiritual work with the right intention, not the wrong, the right intention toward the Creator, with the intention for in the name of the entire Israelite, then he turned the entire universe, the entire world, to the right side, to the merit side, the zchut side. And this is when they swear in him that the entire world will enjoy because of his righteoushood. Because, you know, we can do different good deeds, but still we don't think to include the entire Israelite. And it's a matter of thought. I can do a good deed for a person, whatever that good deed, small or big, even though there's no small good deeds, but I'm doing a good deed. But still, if I'm just taking, I'm doing just to this person, and I'm not including the whole Israelite, so again, it's just to one person point. So the Kabbalah is telling us here, our Israel telling us, meditate that right now, whatever you're doing, you include the entire Israelite in that action. So because of that, everyone will enjoy that light, that energy. And actually, he says that we've been sworn in the upper world before we came here to be righteous and not to be wicked ones. And we've been sworn that we should do that, to include the entire Israelite. So if I'm doing it, and you're doing it, and you're doing it, and each one of us will do it, and more people will do it, so we all been included all the time in many, many blessings. Can you just try to imagine that? How much power we can have, and how much power and light and blessings we can reveal to the world. שמשביעים אותו שיהנו כל העולם כולו בצדקתו, בעשותו כל המעשים טובים בשם כל ישראל לשמו יתברך. That all of those good deeds with the entire Israelite toward the Creator, all of those actions to cleave ourselves with the Creator. ואז יטיב לעולם כולו גם כן בצדקתו, וכל יוצא בזה, אמן כן יהי רצון. It says, and then the entire world will enjoy that light because of its righteoushood. And he says, amen. So that part, you know, we want to take with us. That's very powerful because, you know, after Sukkot, first of all, Sukkot is about to include, as we mentioned before, the whole 70 nations. We want to include also the entire Israelite, right, in the world. So when we, from now, we can start always the light of the Chassidim start to reveal to the world. We want to keep in mind from now to start to reveal those lights and train our brain to think about the entire Israelite, and especially from tomorrow night till Simchat Torah, for the next 7 days, every time we're in the sukkah or even we're in work, whatever we at, try to include as much as you can when you're doing any good deed, even scanning the Zohar, listen to a lecture, whatever we are doing, helping someone, include the entire Israelite. You know, I'm doing it and I'm listening and I'm studying, whatever I'm doing, I'm including the entire Israelite in my mind because I want to share this light. I want to lift the souls up. And if we're doing it and more people will do it, we all will feel those blessings. So especially in the sukkah, but this consciousness we can take with us to the entire year because we're supposed to do it the entire year. And we're going back to the seed level before the soul came to the universe, because we know after Simchat Torah, when they send in the letters, like the decree, what will happen to each one of us in the next year, we all going to kind of be born, right? Reborn again, right? With a new year, okay? So we want to remember it and cleave ourselves with that moment before we born and what the soul swear. So we have the opportunity in that specific time right now, when we enter in Sukkot and then Simchat Torah, to cleave ourselves with that point in time before we come to the world, to remind ourselves that specific swear and to practice, to cleave ourselves with that moment. It's a very special moment in time that we can go back and cleave ourselves with that swear and cleave ourselves with the love of the Creator and all of the blessings that each one of us is supposed to reveal, not just for himself, for the entire Israelite and for the entire world. So let's open the mics and share Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach,
Shabbat
miracles and
Shalom.
wonders.
Chag Sameach.
Hope to see all of you in Sukkot. Amen. Ken Yeh
Shabbat
Ratzon.
Shalom.
Shabbat
We'll
Shalom,
be
Chag
there.
Sameach.